Hi, welcome back to the Timothy Christian Podcast. I'm Will Vogelzang,
I'm Mitchell Keith.
I'm Joseph Hadley.
and this is Sports Talk. Good morning, boys. How's it going?
Very good. How are
Good.
you?
Can't
Good
complain.
here. Yeah. So what kind of got the whole lacrosse team started?
I would say probably just adding a new physical sport to the Timothy's sports life. There wasn't too many physical sports for the boys here, and it surprisingly had a big turnout for the first year for just open gyms, and kind of just took off from there.
I think too we had a lot of teachers who were involved in like their college experiences or high school, so they really wanted to bring that here, get some physical sports to Timothy.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, how have you guys seen your team grow from last year to this year, and what do you think was the major step that took you to, being better this year?
Oh, I mean, our first year we couldn't even like throw the ball, pass and catch. I mean, we maybe had like one or two kids who had played before, but even then, I mean, it's not like they played D1 or anything like that, but
Right.
we definitely have improved a lot. I mean, our practices started like 2 days a week, and now we're every day a week and have a game or two every single week. So I'd say that's a big part. We just have upped
For
a
sure.
lot of
And I
that.
also think our communication, we actually are able to talk on the field and get into the right offense and get into the right defense. So
I think we know what to do, but as a new team, we're not very good at executing it,
Right.
as you can see in our scores. But it's fun.
Well, like, what are some things you guys are looking forward to by the end of the season? Like, is there a team you guys are really looking forward to play, or is it maybe just getting that first win on the season? Like, what are some things you guys are looking forward to?
Yeah, I mean, I think a first win would be awesome. I mean, we had one last year, but again, it wasn't against an amazing team. So I mean, just for a good competition, a good game, and I just think too, if we can do what we do in practice, I think that would help us out a lot too.
for sure, I 100% agree with that.
So, as a team, what do you guys think you're lacking in? Like, what do you think if you could do that perfectly, you would win? You would start winning more games.
I mean, I would just say,
Catching the ball.
yeah, skill level.
Yeah, just getting it to the right person and
Yeah,
catching.
we struggle with just passing and connecting the ball to each other, so that kind of
Right.
stinks. But
Would you guys say a lot of guys practice in the off season this year to maybe try
I think
practice
there's only a
catching
couple
and
that
stuff?
practice
yeah,
in the off season.
I mean, a couple people do like teams,
Got
but
it.
I mean, that's maybe like 4 kids out of the 28 or whatever,
Yeah.
however many there are.
Right. So, who would you say are some of the best players on the lacrosse team? Could go play at York or something, even as a bench player, someone who's stands out on the team.
I mean, I would just say everyone's got a chance at it. I mean, it just depends how much they really want to try at it. I mean,
They put in the work, they
Yeah.
can make it, I feel like.
everyone's got the ability. It's just whether or
Okay.
not they have it right now.
Say today, someone had to go try out for York lacrosse. Who would you say is had a chance at making it?
I think Joseph Hadley could do great.
I would say Colin Toucher.
Mm.
He has really good stick work with his long pole.
Got it.
He's actually, yeah, he's pretty good. And Levi could get there too, man. He's intense, big guy, pushes around his opponent. It's pretty awesome.
He
Yeah.
was also a great goalie last night, if
Well,
you guys have seen.
Yeah, it was hard because we let in a lot of open shots. So
Right.
that was on us, not on him. But
But
Yeah,
for the
that's
first
awesome.
half.
Would you guys? I don't know if you know this, but are there any kids in the middle school who play lacrosse who are going to be rising stars next season, or maybe in the future?
no,
Not that I know of at the moment.
no,
Got
I
it.
don't know any.
So Owen Ryle is coming back next year. How do you
Is he?
think that will
Oh, really?
affect the team and help the team grow?
I guess I do know one, but
I think it was pretty good when he was here, when he was practicing with us. So I think he'll be a good add, some good chemistry
Yeah.
with the other guys too.
But again, it's not like lacrosse is not a one-man show. So I mean, you can have one person, and he can throw it to you, but if you can't catch it, I mean, it all starts right there. So you got to
Right.
get good chemistry with him,
Right. So, as the season progresses, are you guys kind of injury prone? Someone went out last week, but are you guys when you're out there, are you guys scared of getting injured?
No, injuries, physicality does not fear me.
It comes with the sport.
Oh, all right. All right.
Yeah, that's why actually it's a big movement factor for a lot of people on the team. We were looking for that at a school like us who doesn't have football. So we needed that. How would you say?
I think we're looking for the physicality in a sport like this.
Got it. All right, so this has been 3 years for you guys. This is your third year. How are things going? You know, did you expect the team to be this big and this popular?
I definitely was not expecting this when I was coming into school early in the morning to just throw the ball around with my coach in the gym. So
Again, like I said too, like the difference in improvement that has been from our first year and our third year, we've grown in skill, numbers, just so many things. Like once you start so low, like we did, starting a new team is very tough. You can really only go up.
Right. So tell us a little more about your guys' first year. Like what were practices like, you know, only having 6 guys, or did you guys even have drills? Like what were some things that you guys worked on or just did in like just say a normal practice?
it's a lot just like learning how to catch the ball, learning how to throw it back, and then yeah,
Yeah, I
we were
mean,
there too.
again, there's not even enough people to like even run a scrimmage. So
Right.
yeah, it's just a lot of like passing, catching, running. I mean, you really don't do much, and coaches aren't too hard on you because they don't want you to quit because we need the numbers. So you can kind of get away with some stuff. It's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Is there still the touch all 4 corners rule this season?
Yeah, if you do anything bad, you touch all 4 corners.
Yeah.
But we do a lot of push-ups out there.
That's
We-
good.
You gotta like get up close and personal with the mic.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome,
Oh,
welcome Mike Lanninga, the official lacrosse coach, to the table.
Boy,
now.
that sounds weird you saying that.
What?
Does it sound good?
The head coach. Yeah, no.
Head
that's-
coach,
that's-
lead coach.
I did not. I hoped I wouldn't be in this situation.
mean-
but here we are.
A lot of people look up to you, man.
No, that's
sure.
that's unfortunate. But anyways,
So, you know, looking at your team, like I'll ask the same question I asked earlier. Like, did you expect the team to be this big and this popular
no.
2 years ago?
No. When they first asked about starting a lacrosse team, I wasn't really included in that ask. I just heard about it. And I thought, oh, that'd be so much fun to play catch. I want to play catch. I haven't played catch for the lacrosse ball in 20 years. This would be so much fun. And then 6 people playing around in a gym twice a week. And then next year, we were up to 20. Like, that was incredible. And, we credit that a lot to, people peer pressuring their friends into playing.
Right.
Peer pressure is good. Can be good. And then this year having 24, like when I tell other teams, because I like to talk to the other coaches, they're like, wow, that is incredible how quickly you've grown. And it's really encouraging, and everyone seems to be having fun. And I think that's what sports should be about, is having fun. I mean, to be honest, no one's going D1, okay? No one's getting paid to play lacrosse. So, hey, let's have fun doing it.
Right.
Let's go out. Let's get hit. Let's see how strong we are. We work out in the weight room. We look at ourselves in the mirror. But push comes to shove, you're only as strong as the hit you can take. And that's what's really fun. And seeing these guys improve like they have, incredible. They were awful. Well, besides one kid, what was his name?
It was a tall guy.
The senior
Hubbard.
Luke Hubbard.
That guy was awesome.
Oh, he was so much better than you guys, and it's really fun to see because like when he came out, we saw him doing moves. Wow, look at the muscles on that kid! Like that kid's a strong, athletic kid. All these guys they hadn't even sniffed the weight room yet, and to see them improve, it was pretty great.
Right. So, what are like some of the hoops you had to jump through, to get a lacrosse team, like the second year, like when you had 20? Like, was there any like resistance from parents? Like, I know a lot of parents, are against physical sports. They think it takes away from other sports during like the same season, like tennis or
Baseball.
baseball. Yeah. So, like, what are some hoops you had to jump through? Maybe like doing some convincing, or was there none of that?
There, surprisingly, was very little of that. Everyone's kind of been jonesing for a little bit of physicality. Like, hey, it's good. I think every boy should wear a helmet at all times so that they can, if they do something wrong, you can just smack them in the head. And they don't get hurt. They learn their lesson real quick, and they go on with their lives. And I think that's just what boys need, just an outlet. And I think parents understand that as well. From our athletic department, we have nothing but helpfulness and just willingness. Like when we started our program, I said, yeah, we're going to need to get helmets and we're going to need to get pads. And most programs don't buy the pads for their players. They just provide helmet and jersey. But seeing as a barrier to entry into the sport would be that monetary investment into all that, I wanted to keep that around 120, 150 bucks to buy a stick. And then, the school can provide the other equipment. And that's how you get new people to play, right? So, yeah, the athletic department said, you got it. I felt bad, but they're like, yep, we want to make this happen. And they actually stood behind what they said. Like, we want to make this happen. And then they made it happen. It's awesome. And I was able to score some more pads again this year. So got a great deal on them.
And now, too, though, we have so many people that we're running out of that, like, free gear.
Right. Right.
So last question here. How did you take the team from 3 games of 20 guys and now you have like a real schedule this year? Like, what are some things you had to do for that, to get, I don't know how many games you guys have, but I know it's quite a few more than 3 from last year.
Yeah, it really, I didn't do anything. I just asked. And then Mr. LeGrand sent an email out an email blast out to a bunch of teams. We kind of tried to pick the teams that lost first round last year. And that's good. Like, we're not going to play Wheaton. Wheaton is a lacrosse powerhouse. We aspired to be playing Wheaton, but that wouldn't be fun for anybody. Wheaton called me about a game this year, and I explained to them that this wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good for the rivalry either. I love the rivalry, but them just killing us would not be fun, and it would not benefit that. And let's be honest, someone's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
So no, there's plenty of teams out there. Lacrosse is a growing sport, and it's super fun. It's super fun. So many kids came to me last year after seeing our game against Lake Park, like, you didn't tell me it was going to be that much fun. I said, I believe I told you it was super fun. And I didn't lie that time. So
there you go. That is Sports Talk with Mitchell, Joseph, and Coach Laniga. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good one. All right, guys, it might take me a couple takes to get the...
No, you get one.
Dive right in. You ready?
Yep. Okay, go.
All right, hold on. Let me gather my composure.